So like I said, I know you from Stern. I know you from Star Trek. I know you. I know about your play, your upcoming play that's coming up about the internment camps. Uh, how did this happen? How did take this
Takei's Take.
Takei's Take happen, and what is it? Tell us about it.
Well, last fall, I partnered with the AARP to do a YouTube series on social media, technology, pop culture, to introduce particularly my generation, but also all generations, to social media and uh, to discover the joy and the horizon broadening aspects of social media. And so Takei's Take deals with all that, from which I'm learning a great deal too.
You have a great social media presence. I imagine a lot of your fans. You probably got a lot more younger fans now because of your efforts in social media.
My demographic spans the whole demographics. Star Trek fans are of my generation. Their children are the Gen Xers, Generation X, and their children, the millennials, are Star Trek fans because Star Trek is still going. There's the rebooted Star Trek movies, and there'll be another one coming out in 2 years, the 50th anniversary of Star Trek. So our audience covers the whole demographics, and particularly my demographics, and particularly and very personally, my sister, who is technophobic.
Oh, is she really?
She refuses to buy a computer.
The younger sister? Older
My younger sister. Younger sister, would you believe? And I recently just finally convinced her to buy an iPhone. But you know, when she leaves the house, she leaves the iPhone in the house. It's the most frustrating thing, but I think it's because I'm Big Brother.
And you were on a Starfleet vessel. I mean, you were surrounded by technology.
But you know, today we live in that science fiction world. I mean, this is reality. It was amazing science fiction back in '66. You know, we had this device that we wore on our hip, and we tore it off and flipped it open and started talking.
Tricorder, yeah.
Amazing. No, a communicator.
Communicator.
No wires, you know. Today, not only does that device allow you to talk to people, you can send messages, texts on it. You can watch movies. You can do all sorts of things that we weren't able to do on Star Trek. So we've gone beyond science fiction. And that's why technology is so, you know, amazing and so powerful in shaping our society. We take it, we take our iPhones for granted. And so what is our future going to bring? I mean, what science fiction today is going to become reality, maybe in a few decades, maybe in a few years, because technological advance is moving so fast. And the technology that we had, even just a few years ago, has been made, obsolete.
Do you find that that as an actor, you were playing all these roles and kind of inhabiting these skins, but with something like this, it's you that people want. It's your personality and your take on things. I mean, do you find that that's happening as you get older, that it's kind of unfiltered you that people actually want to see?
And social media makes it possible because, after all, people connect with people, not with technology. Technology is a vehicle, and it's an amazing and wonderful vehicle to get, response back when you post something, but it's people exchanging ideas, sometimes criticizing you, and sometimes, I learn things from the exchanges that we have. But ultimately, it's people, not the technology, that binds us all together.
Well, YouTube is kind of infamous for having negative comments and trolls. But I mean, you have such a good reputation, and people love you so much that I can't imagine people coming after you. I mean, does it happen really?
Oh yeah, the trolls are there,
Okay.
and Sometimes, and you can't pay attention to them
Right.
because then they get encouraged,
Getting
But
trolls.
there are some trolls that you got to deal with. For example, all our memes I label from the fans. It's the fans that send in. I mean, we get a cascade of memes coming, and I curate them, and then we backlog the postings, and we have interns that post them for us. But we thought maybe occasionally we need to get something original up, and we were approached by a comic who writes memes, and he said, things have been rather hard. He's a single father. He's got kids, and could we help him out? Or could we buy some of his memes? And they were funny, so we gave him $10 each for 4 of them, $40, and we posted them. And then he turned around and announced to the world that George has a ghostwriter, and he's it. I mean, no good deed goes unpunished, and that spread like wildfire.
And I remember on Twitter, you were one of the first celebrities to really have a lot of personality and humor and really incorporate, just the fun side of it. I mean, and now it's, Patrick Stewart, you see him posting funny stuff, but I mean, especially of your generation, I can't think of another celebrity that did it so early.
Well, it was trial and error, I posted things very serious, and I particularly was building a base for an audience for our musical Allegiance.
Right.
And none of them the serious ones were being shared, and the audience was not growing. And then, I said something funny about science, and that got a lot of shares and likes, I said, oh, well, it's the humor that does it. And so we posted some, and fans send me funny memes, and we posted them. They sent me pictures of their kitties. We posted them, and the kitties and the funnies got a lot of shares and like. So via trial and error, I found that the glue to get people to come back and bring their friends with them was humor. And the kitty photo memes were funny too. And so you use that to grow the audience. And then you discover, it's large enough and diverse enough so that I can talk about equality for the LGBT community, or the incarceration of innocent Americans for no good reason other than the fact that we look like this. Very racist, and that we developed a musical on that. So my ulterior motive of building an audience for Allegiance was fulfilled, and now our audience is huge. But the basic thing is, it's not about me, it's about them and what they're interested in, what they want to know about, and why they keep coming back. And it's catering to their interests.
And Allegiance is a musical. You're in it?
I'm in it.
And you sing?
I have a character song that I sing, yes.
Could you sing a tiny bit of it for us, or of your song?
Of our song?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the grandfather,
Uh-huh.
and I'm telling my granddaughter, this is, it's a complex story. The loyalty questionnaire comes down a year into imprisonment. It's outrageous and offensive. And I'm telling her, but we can overcome this too. And there's, it's a very downbeat subject, the internment, but there's a lot of humor, and humor is what made it possible for us to survive. We have some spectacular, delightful musical numbers, like the dances that were held in the mess halls. And so when the loyalty questionnaire comes down, my granddaughter, Leah Salonga, is very,
Oh, wow.
yes, Leah,
From Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon, Tony Award winner, is very upset by that. And I sing her this song with the loyalty questionnaire. Keiko look at Paige, Peppa very bad. Oji-san look at Keiko, see how Keiko very sad. But paper also change when folded up this way. Just like a. Remember song I teach you, how mountain can be moved stone by stone. 石から石、山は移動される。優しい小川は谷間を掘れる。掘れる。
Sir, you have still got it.
You ought to be a critic.
Can I ask you one more question?
Yes.
Just about South by Southwest. How are you? I know you were in Austin last year at Dragon's Lair.
Yes.
How do you like Austin? How do you like South by Southwest? What's the vibe here?
It is a dynamic city. Every time I come back, there's a new city. I mean, there's constant development going up. One building that was going up last time I was here is now a glassy tower, and I see other construction cranes going up. I love cities that have this kind of energy and people that make things happen. South by Southwest is happening because the people are proud of their city and want people to come there. And it combines three things that I love. Music, which was the genesis of South by Southwest. Movies, which is my livelihood, profession. And this is famous for the film festival. And 7 years ago, the interactive part, the tech part began. And so it's a wonderful opportunity to just enjoy and wallow in the three things that I love.